Pack your things. We're leaving.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chiss Ascendancy podcast. This is Josiah, and I just wanted to touch really quick on the subject that's, I guess, on everybody's mind today. Those are Star Wars fans. And it's this controversy or issue surrounding the actress Moses Ingram, who plays Reva in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. And man, we don't take very long to jump on this and make it a really radical situation. You know, whether you loved or hated the character, or you liked the character, or she annoyed you, or whatever, I was pretty taken aback to see what was going on. And so I saw posts about people defending her, Star Wars standing with her, and there's just so much nonsense and all this kind of stuff going on, especially in the United States right now, where I live, where a lot of people live. And so I wanted to see what was going on. So I went to her Instagram and saw her story, and it was just a lot of really, really hurtful, angry, hateful comments and she said in her follow-up story that there were hundreds of those. This is just, a handful that she grabbed. And so I just want to say that coming from the Chiss Ascendancy podcast, there's no place to treat anybody like this. And this is outside of Star Wars, but because this is a Star Wars podcast and it applies to something specifically in our little corner of the world that we talk about, man, we stand with Moses, and this is bigger than the character. Whether you like Reva, whether you don't like her, it really doesn't matter at this point. She's a human being, and she deserves to be respected. And something that I've heard a lot recently that's such a simple phrase, but it means a lot, and it should be repeated often, is that it doesn't take anything to be kind. It doesn't cost you anything to be kind. And it meant a lot to me to see Ahmed Best post, and basically, not to misquote him, but he said something along the lines of, shine your brightest, you're on the world's biggest stage, like you're part of a huge family now that loves you, and nobody gets it more than Ahmed Best does. And here we were just a week ago getting ready and excited for Kenobi, and those of us who were in our 20s or 30s, who were kids when the prequels came out, were championing and excited about. We finally got Hayden Christensen back into Star Wars, who had been ridiculed and kind of bullied from Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. And here it was where a lot of us say, actually, Revenge of the Sith is my favorite movie. So let's remember that as we're taking in the crazy world that we live in right now, and all the senseless violence that's been going on, and especially in the United States. And just be kind to one another. Just because someone that looks different than you has the job that you wish you had doesn't give you license to reach out and be hateful to them. And even just as a small little YouTube channel or a small little podcast in the middle of nowhere out there in the internet, we get some of this sometimes. You work hard on a project. Each little short that I create it's over an hour's worth of work between coming up with a script and getting the materials and putting it all together. And someone goes on there and just tells you it sucks. You have to decide just not to take it personally, but you've put some time and effort into there. And so I can't even imagine trying to bring a character to life that you've never seen before, a brand new character, and you're trying to bring it to life and make it a part of who you are. And so from the Chiss Ascendancy podcast, man, Josiah, my favorite character is Boba Fett, who's played by Temuera Morrison, who, is from New Zealand and is not your just random white guy actor. He's from a different race, a different style of life. And our favorite character collectively as a podcast being Thrawn, who literally has to go against racism and xenophobia to rise to something that he should have walked in. Especially if you've read the Ascendancy trilogy, Thrawn should have walked into the Imperial Navy as a Grand Admiral with how many accolades he had and how smart he was, and he's the greatest tactician ever. And I say all that to say that I can remember reading those books and thinking, man, this guy's a great character, and people are looking at him because he just looks differently. And it's easy to point out the wrongdoing when it's human beings pointing out there's a Chiss over here and he's got blue skin and red eyes, and that's wrong. But man, we can't even fix how we treat each other here on Earth when we're just talking from one human being to another. So Moses, if by any wild chance you see this, We want you to know that we're here for you. Star Wars is Star Wars, and whether you like Jar Jar or Snoke or Rose or Reva, Star Wars is Star Wars. They are getting to do what a million other people wish they could do. And so, first of all, congratulations, because you are a superstar. And the show is amazing so far. I'm literally debating whether to stay up till 2 a.m. tonight watching part 3. So don't let the wind get taken out of your sails. You are in a position everybody else wishes they were in. Keep your head up and just know that the vast majority of the Star Wars community is behind you. And we respect you, and we hope that you will continue to do what you're doing. And we want to say, may the Force be with you from the Chiss Ascendancy podcast. And for those of you listening, man, be kind. Do good. You know, it doesn't take anything to be kind to somebody. So I just wanted to touch base on that really quick in the middle of a busy work week. And so thank you guys for tuning into the Chiss Ascendancy. We'll see you soon.